is 10 days to the kickoff of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations in Cote d'Ivoire. We are not that very far off right now. And of course, all the 24 teams are preparing now. Most of them are already in their first phase of their preparation in camp. Why? Of course, there are some countries who have 2 campaigns. So we do not know how they're going to be working that out, but certainly all the teams are preparing. Once again, we welcome you to our daily countdown on Sport Africa. It is 10 days to the kickoff. James Agrebi and Kyle, they are here, and today together we will be going into the camp of another national team. Guys, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you, Femi. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, Femi. Happy to be on today's edition again.
All right, yesterday, of course, on the 12 days before the kickoff, we were in the Gambia. Yesterday, we went Burkina Faso. Today, we'll be going to North Africa and Tunisia precisely. And Kyle, they are also a traditional team when it comes to AFCON. Like we talked yesterday about Burkina Faso. But would you say they are underachievers? If you look at their qualification this time in Group J, they also ran over everyone in that group, and they qualified without losing any game and without conceding a goal. But would you categorize them as underachievers when it comes to the AFCON? They've only won it once, that they hosted in 2004.
Well, Femi, the facts speak for themselves. A team with that kind of caliber, North African organization, everything almost perfect, you expect that they would have won more than just one title. But since they are not able to raise their game, especially away from home, then you could actually say that they have underachieved, honestly. And if you look at this team, I would say, and I do not owe any apologies, that they were very, very lucky the last time out against Nigeria. I mean, they struggled to qualify from their group, and Nigeria that almost had the perfect score. They met in the next round in the knockout. And they knocked Nigeria out. And for me, it wasn't because they were better than the Nigerians on the day. It was because they were more tactical side on the day. You would now expect them to move on from that massive victory over Nigeria and do great things, but no, they just fizzled out. That's the fear with this team, Femi. They are not capable of raising their game when you expect them to. They always turn up second best each time you think, oh, they have a good chance now. I'm not going to look at anybody's qualification record, Femi. That qualification record ends the day they qualified for the AFCON. Now you have to do it all over again. Nobody cared whether you won 16 games on a trot. Nobody cares. Nobody wants to know. It is what you are able to do from the first game in Abidjan that will determine who wins at the end of the day.
Okay, James, let's talk about Tunisia, if they are underachievers. In 1965, they finished as runner-up to Ghana. And of course, in 1996, again, when South Africa won it, they lost to South Africa in the final. And of course, until they won it in 2004 when they hosted. Like how they said, if you see them play, you know they are a hugely tactical side. But when it comes to, to the crux of the matter itself, they are always found wanting. Last time, just as Kyle, they also referenced, they defeated Nigeria in the round of 16. And I think they lost to Morocco in the quarterfinals.
No, they lost to Burkina Faso in the quarterfinals.
Burkina Faso.
So they had a poor out in the group stage, defeated the Super Eagles. So everybody thought, okay, maybe tournament bounce for them. The next thing they were taken out by Burkina Faso. One thing about the Tunisian team for me that I've come to notice is they're always more comfortable when they play at home. Not really seeing them. They don't, once they step out of their comfort zone, they don't really see much. If you're looking at teams that, okay, the top favorites, the A-list favorite to win AFCON, they are not always there. For me, they are not always there. I can put them in the second batch because they've won it before. They won it at home, So I know when they play at home, they are ready to pull down anything to achieve that. Not taking anything away from them. But to me, when it comes to the history of AFCON, they've not really, they're just in and out. This tournament, you think, oh, they're going all the way. The next thing, they crash out. So they've not been consistent. And looking at next year's this AFCON, I'm not really expecting much from them, because most times they flat out to deceive. They just come around roughly a lot of feathers, like how they took out the Super Eagles. They were just tactically better. They were tactically disciplined. They did their homework. So I see the Super Eagles just fell into a trap. After that they didn't do anything again. So for me, I'm not really expecting much from Tunisia. If they win it, I won't be surprised, because I mean they're one of the powerhouses in African football. But like I said, I'm not tipping them as one of the hottest favorites. They get out from they will definitely get out from their group. But from there, I won't be surprised if they even get kicked out from the round of 16.
Okay, Akayode, if you look at the provisional squad, they've also announced their final squad. They do not have the likes of Jaidi, Waziri, Clayton, the Brazilian who decided to play for them in 2004 when they hosted and won. One of their rising stars this time, that is Mejbri Aniba, who played for Manchester United. You would say he's the only one who plays for maybe the biggest club in Europe. He's pulled out of the tournament. He said he doesn't want to play for the country, for his country at the AFCON. Would you say perhaps there is trouble in paradise? Though you can also reflect of Dakore, who's doing well with Everton, also saying that he doesn't want to play for Mali at the AFCON. But with that, would you say if someone like a young guy who should be aspiring to play on at the biggest stage in African football, saying he doesn't want to play for Tunisia at the AFCON?
Well, Femi, if Tunisia fail to go beyond their traditional positions, it will not be because of Hannibal. I mean, with Hannibal, even in Manchester United, is still a small fry. It is befuddling that a whole country like Tunisia will want to place their hope of victory on Hannibal without any disrespect. I don't think he has his reasons, and we have to respect his reasons, whatever they are, no matter how silly we think they are. We have to respect him. We have to respect his reasons for not wanting to play for Tunisia at this time. You never can tell what's going to happen tomorrow. Then if he chooses not to play, then we have to respect that and look at the players who are there, who are willing to play. Let's see how far they are able to go, even though we have discussed extensively their familiar failings in this program. I hope they are able, for the sake of their fans, they are able to raise their game above the mediocre and are able to do something. But if they do not, at the end of the day, it will not be because a certain Hannibal decided not to play for them. No, I do not agree.
Okay. James, let's look at Tunisia. Now they even have more players playing in Europe than the likes of Egypt, and but they've not been able to to come when you put their achievement on the continent with Egypt. Egypt have most of their players playing in Al Ahly, playing for Zamalek, playing for Esperance, playing across the continent. But Tunisia, they have most of them. If you look at the list, playing across Europe, playing in France, Tunisia, France, Germany, England, and even Spain. But they've not been able to achieve what countries like their neighbors, Egypt, have done at the AFCON. If you look at their group where they have Mali, South Africa, and Namibia, it's a bit tricky.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Ordinarily you want to say, okay, this should be one of the teams that should qualify. But hey, Femi, that's a very tricky group. As in, if they don't take care, they might find, because what really saved them that last time was the third best place team. That was what saved them that last time. So I don't think they want to find them. They pray to find themselves in such situation again, because they might not be lucky this time around. Talking about their players scattered all over, Femi, you hardly find a Tunisia player play for the biggest teams in Europe. I can't recall the last time any of their. I don't know. Trabelsi, he played for Ajax. He's their defender. He played with Jejo Kocha at Bolton Wanderers. Forgotten his name now. Jaidi. So compared to the likes of Egypt, Egypt has Mohamed Salah. They have Elneny at Arsenal. So that's one thing about them. And then they have also, you just be rest assured that players from Esperance will come, players from Club African will be there, players from what is it, Etoile du Sahel, so they don't just focus all their attention on players who play for in Europe, all those, because they feel that they have quality players who play who also play at home. The three top sides that I just mentioned now. So,
but sorry, this time it seems their attention is a bit shifted, because if you look at their final list, you find a lot more of their players playing in Europe than anywhere in Africa.
Maybe they are trying to toe the line of Morocco, because the Moroccan team that did well at the last World Cup, most of the guys they are foreign-born players. So maybe they are just trying to shift attention, because if you check out the North African, the superpowers, if you want to read them accordingly. Currently now you say Morocco because of what they did at the last World Cup. Then you put Egypt or Algeria before you put Tunisia. For me, that's the order I please them. Then Libya at bottom, because if you check out this thing, the Moroccans, the Tunisia, Egypt and Algeria, they have pedigree. They've done massive things, in football compared to Tunisia. Tunisia, I think they find it more comfortable when they play at home, just like what they did when they won the AFCON. Since then, when they won it at home, what have they done? We've not seen anything spectacular for them. So for me, maybe they're just trying to see if they can integrate foreign-born players, more of them into this. Maybe that will open the doors for them. Who knows? Maybe that's the plan. So let's see how far they go with that attempt.
Okay, of course. This year, already 2024 will be exactly 20 years since the last one. Kyle, as a round up now, our coach Jalil Kadri, the coach of the Tunisia, the Eagles, as they are also called, he said that they are not going to Ivory Coast to play or make up the numbers.
Well, I would expect nothing less from him. He couldn't say they are going there to just look at the beautiful Abidjan, the beautiful Abidjan skyline. No, he won't say that. Of course, he would try to rally his troops. But like I said, I do not see their way to the trophy. I don't see it. And this is not me talking down on Tunisia, but I don't just see them winning the trophy. There are too many stronger teams lined up ahead of them that I do not see their way to that trophy, Femi. I wish them all the best in Ivory Coast, but like I said, I do not see their way to the trophy.
All right, well said. This is the best place to leave it today on that daily countdown. Of course, remember it is 10 days to the kickoff of the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations. And Kyle and James, you've been fantastic throughout our daily countdown. We are almost there now. By tomorrow, we have just 2 countries to visit before we move into our next phase of the countdown towards the competition. Guys, thank you so much for your incisive analysis once again today. Thank you.
Thank you, Femi. Have a nice day.
Okay, all right. Okay, so to our fans around the world, we appreciate you so much. In the comment section, you can let us know what you think about the AFCON. What do you think the CAF hasn't done that you think they should have done in terms of ticketing, in terms of preparation, particularly if you're in Cote d'Ivoire? Please let us know what are the difficulties that you see on ground that you think people are actually going through, because the last time we've had close to more than 100,000 tickets already being bought for matches in the just group phase matches alone. So please let us know if you're in Cote d'Ivoire, if you're in Ghana, because Ghana is a contiguous country to Cote d'Ivoire. Please let us know in the comment section. We appreciate you so much for the trust that you've built with Sport Africa. We do not take that for lightly. We still wish you to have a fantastic year ahead. I remain Ashalula Femi Kadi. We'll see you all tomorrow. Bye for now.